morning and welcome to episode 36. I can't tell. My computer just froze up. I really love technology. Episode 37. 36 was last night. We did Borderlands 3 last night and we managed to run into quite a lot of bugs, which is impressive for a game that is quite so new. So, ironically, we're playing a much older game. We actually have a roadmap. Look at that. We have got Mindustry lined up for Wednesday. We will be starting on our playthrough of the new Terraria patch on Friday. That should be cool. And I guess Dungeon Defenders tonight, possibly Borderlands 3 tomorrow, I haven't decided, and potentially, not sure, Stronghold on Thursday. Lots to do, lots of fun. And Backer would like to try Monster Fest on Nightmare. That's only recommended hero level 60. I assume you want to do it with traps or with turrets? Okay. On Nightmare with turrets on the bridge.
Yes, we're going to defend the hero fort.
Oh. Are we? Alright, if you get your physical beams up, I guess I'll... You know we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Mana?
None yet.
Defend me, Squire. Hey, Max.
Hello.
So I did read up on Terraria's new journey mode. I'll be honest, I didn't really understand it. As far as I can tell, it's a kind of a weird new game plus sort of mode. People who've played the game to death and are bored of it, but want to continue playing it. So, don't know if we're doing that particular mode or not.
Put them behind the barrier. Behind my barrier.
I can't go much closer because you're not allowed to build there.
Defender's Forge and all that.
Defender's Forge, which say yeah. I might be able to get one in, maybe two. Pretty much though, I'm going to go with lightning towers. Yeah, I'll get two.
I'm going to put them on the pedestals on the inside. On both sides here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I would put the darkness trap down. Darkness traps, we don't use them very often, but darkness traps remove any invulnerabilities. They also force the targets to lose their to lose their target. That's an interesting one. That's not one we've actually tried. So that means if you run an ogre through that, he will give up whatever his current target is. Given how slowly I'm killing the orcs on this, I'm not sure that this is going to work. But you know, we'll give it a whirl. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine.
You heard it here for a second, gentlemen. It'll be fine. Just fine.
We got 3 minutes to kill one more mob.
Wow, and he took that turret down.
Well, yeah, but that was not designed to be. That's not a real turret, if that makes sense. That's just one that's that, like, I wasn't expecting that turret to do anything. That turret was just there, so I had someone to slap it down. But yeah, the lightning powers and the gas traps will deal with, and they'll deal with everything apart from ogres. So I can't imagine anything apart from ogres will be an issue. Here's an ogre.
Station put a couple BSCs.
I have.
Good.
BSCs aren't all that against 6.5 million health.
Rate of fire, so what was that on that?
Well,
I was playing a game the other day, and the rate of fire on them was... it wasn't these ones, it was something one of the other towers.
yeah, the magic missile
it was firing so frequently, it was just a constant stream out of the missile towers.
Yeah, we already get
something
that. I just don't build them because they're crap. Because DPS is the issue, important, not rate of fire. All about the
Yeah.
DPS.
Yep.
And the DPS of these Deadly Striker towers is a whopping 50,000.
Well, you should have seen them. They were just killing everything.
Well, yeah, probably because the guy had a hack character and we're playing in
I
open.
didn't look too that intently
He's
at it.
playing in
Yeah.
open. As I said, the only people who play in open, generally speaking, are people who have been banned from TrendyNet. Or they want to play in hack characters. There's almost no other reason to do it. We're doing it because I wanted to start again, and I've got a huge endgame character on 3 ogres this time. Lots of stuff got knackered. But yeah, my magic missile towers have almost no gap between them. But they're crap DPS.
Alright, well, why'd you put those down?
Why don't I put
Should have brought your builder in and put... I asked for your builder. We need to put cannonball turrets down. Lots and lots of cannonball.
Why?
And because I like cannonball turrets.
But they don't do much DPS. And they don't specifically target stuff. They'll hit goblins as much as ogres. Whereas lightning towers hit everything, and Deadly Striker towers prioritise. Don't worry, I like bowling ball turrets as well, but they're just not useful in this.
Can you get in and get one more turret on the other pedestal there?
I can try.
Maybe I'll have to do something.
There's about 6
Right,
seconds
you repair between
we've got.
15 seconds.
650 doesn't feel like it.
I'm trying to get upgrades in. Is that a sensible thing to do?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
At least the ogres are ignoring me and going for the towers. I'm entirely sure if that's a good thing.
You put it on hardcore?
No. See, what would you build a what? Where?
We're on the other end of the buffy, right here. Something deadly.
Mana? Nope, not bending in. Next round.
Alright then. Thought I'd left mana there.
Yeah, I've got mana on the character now, so it'll be fine. Two ogres to the west, east.
I'll be here eventually.
Not if I killed them, I won't.
There it is.
8 million health. Ah, thank you, ogre. You knocked me up.
Choo choo!
Has it right?
Mr. Ogre, you are the father.
Okay, the ogres on the way. I distracted them as long as I was able. There's another ogre just to the north. lot of damage to those towers. Yep.
Fair if you can. Upgrade. There, you're gonna have to replace it.
I can't.
That's around, let them die. We'll upgrade them as you go.
You really do not want 4 characters in. Really, really, really. That's an extra 50% mobs you've just caused. I think it's too late. Set to 1169 now.
Ah, damn it.
Okay, Ogre's north. Yeah, I'm struggling to actually kill the mobs, let alone the ogres here.
Yeah, well, we're on wave 10.
Yeah.
We've made it all the way to wave 10. So we've done a lot better than I bet you.
$10 million helping this ogre.
Don't worry about it. We'll get to that.
He's at the towers. We need to get to him now.
Alright, well, I'm being Dark Elf to death. I'm here! Hit me! It doesn't matter if it's at the towers as long as we survive this round.
Yes, I guess if we don't defeat the tower, do we?
Well, let them be a distraction.
Although there are still 800 mobs to kill.
That was my bad.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's alright, we're not on hardcore.
Uh-oh. Pinball kills.
Okay, I've put a gas trap here, by the way. We've got somewhere to run to.
That was like...
We're all out at the same time, we're dead, aren't we?
I think so.
Someone in?
Someone in?
I'm backing.
Go invisible as soon as you can.
Roger.
I don't have a countdown, but I assume I will be back in a row.
No life left.
Lives remaining 0.
Well, best of luck.
Yeah, that was totally my bad. I'm sorry.
No, it was. I mean, we wouldn't have made it anyway. We only killed 600.
Yeah.
I by that wave, I can't kill the mobs. I just can't kill them. I can shoot them, but they're not dying. However, when you go invisible, you see, they never target you. So it depends basically whether a max realism has enough DPS to kill all these mobs in that time frame. If you just kill the ogres, the towers are all dead. Oh no, there are some towers left. Oh, there's some auras left. So basically, Max has to kill the entire map. How much health does this guy have left? Max, how much health has he got? Max, sidestep left and hit both ogres at once. Step back a little bit so the bullets are going flatter. A little bit more. There you go, now you're hitting both ogres.
Okay. 3 million.
So how's everybody else's day been? Oh, you've got a genie, yes, you can probably stay invisible for a long time.
$2 million, 1.9.
I wish I'd put some more traps down. You could stick an inferno trap. No, it doesn't enough damage, unfortunately. That's the thing. The traps
especially
are.
with my character.
Yeah, It's a bit more DPS, but not a lot. But it's odd that they can't see you at all. Like the idea is that you can't sustain it for that long, but you can when you've got a genie. Although I think it's an escalating cost forever.
See, I disagree. I think it's a flat cost. It looks like it's a flat cost.
It's definitely an escalating cost, but you might have just got it just above 1 with enough points in invisibility. It's definitely an escalating cost, otherwise you could run it forever. That's kind of one of its points, but I don't know how many points you've got in that one, but enough to break it. Because obviously this is not how you're supposed to do it. Like a genie plus invisibility is an interesting tactic, actually. Back, I don't think we've got the stream up, by the way. Oh no, you can just see how far the spiders are travelling. Like it's they're a very long way, and I don't think we've got a particularly fast shot speed on those spiders. Someone replied to the picture I put up of the arcade cab that I was doing, saying I thought it was a mobility scooter. But once these ogres are down, I don't think any more ogres will spawn. You just need to clear up. What you need to do is clear up, stop being invisible, and let more stuff spawn and then go invisible again.
Okay, I'll try that.
But yeah, these ogres have got so much health.
I think we can do it. I just had bad luck on that round.
Maybe.
I think you need to maybe stick on the builder for 2 rounds.
But, well, unfortunately, we don't get a proper breakdown, do we? On the we might do on this one actually. We don't get a breakdown on Monster Fest, but we might do on the challenge.
I seem to be doing a lot better when I did it with bowling ball turrets, but you'd say that lightning is better than...
Bowling ball turrets are not directable DPS, they're just blind DPS. Lightning towers hit everything.
Right, but thing is with that, it's not the way I have it set up here. It's like flying directed DPS at the ogres that are straight coming in. So every bowling ball is hitting an ogre rather than the lightning.
I'm pretty sure DST will be better for ogre killers, but that's easy to go and check in the tavern. Okay, 3 minutes, 6,600 to go. Don't go north. There's nothing there. Go visible again as soon as you can.
They're all lined up nice for you. Gotta take them all.
How much health do these orcs have?
100,000, I think.
Yeah. Really? No, wait, because I should be able to kill those in a quarter of a second if that's the case, and it was definitely.
Yeah, don't forget we've got that.
Oh, yes, we're on nightmare.
Tripled. The black elves though. Ooh.
Yeah, they can see you.
Yeah, it's the ones that got me.
Remember, you can stand for the healing aura. Yeah. See, I'm gonna hazard a guess that he don't have enough DPS for this one, but you know.
Well,
money is good. See, a Gin-Nut would also be good here because the Gin-Nut would be doing damage and giving you mana.
Ooh, 2 of them on you.
Sorry, so notice the healing aura is ticking for 580. I do like the visuals in this level though. I really, really do.
He's making progress on it, but I don't think he's going to get another 1,000 mobs in a minute 40.
He doesn't have to get 1,000 mobs. He has to get 500.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he can do 500.
Now, unfortunately, they aren't spawning at the moment either. Now they're spawning. Yeah, I think probably, Max, you're better off just jumping in the lava. You are not going to kill 400 mobs in 70 seconds.
Probably do it now.
Yeah, it'd be interesting with... no, we actually do get to compare off the towers and all that. So I flipped through to the wave before we died. So I was getting... You were getting... No, you were getting 20 kills. I was getting 750. How... Now, where was that broken down? Yeah, 2,200 kills from mobs. So almost all my kills would have been small mobs, though. So ogres were primarily killed by 5 people by the ogres, 9 by the defences. Defences killed almost everything else entirely. Goblins, 89 hero kills, 528 defence kills. Orcs, so yeah, you guys are doing about between a fifth and a tenth of the defence's damage. Approximately.
Which is
So
why
what
I'm
you're
always trying
saying
to
is you need to
prioritise.
stay on the builder longer and build stuff.
Well,
Build and upgrade.
well, I can stick on the builder. I can do that because you do get 30% buff for being on the builder.
Hey, let me show you something.
But that just means you need to absolutely ensure that I don't die and that you're going to get the ogres. Anyway, vulnerable turret there. Swap hero for. Right, the vulnerable turret does 16k. BST does 193,000.
Fair enough.
Oh wait, that's been upgraded. Alright, well then let's upgrade and do that. The thing is, the DST goes through walls and has a very long range. The ball turret can preload damage. It can hit multiple targets. So it's a bit of it's a little tricky to directly compare any two turrets in that sense. But fully upgraded, that one's doing 250,000 and that one is doing a tenth, literally 1/10 of the damage. But yeah, I'm happy to give that another bash. I will stick on this character. I will grab my Tower Boost bet.
Check this out. This is why I pulled the monk in really quickly. See how much healing that it's doing right now? What does it show for you for how much healing?
Well, I'm not damaged, so I can't have a look. It does a whole 1,800 every half a second, so 3,600 per second.
Right, now watch when I bring the monk into the aura.
You'll get 30% probably.
More.
10,000 per second.
Yeah, that's why I thought that I needed to bring the monk in really quickly, because it made the healing aura heal, actually, decently. And then if you add...
Wait, how much health have you got?
28,000 on this one. So it heals 10,000 per second.
Right, that's
You literally can't
not how much health you had in the wave. Max has got 30,000. That's still going to take... I mean, that's not bad. That's 3.5 seconds to full. That's not too bad.
Hold on. Now upgrade it. Let me stick a buff key in it too.
Why is there all shit all over as well?
Because I thought you might like it. Might be better. I don't. It's mythical.
It is. It's even mythical leather. Wish the mythical wasn't quite so clunky for this. Okay, the boots on the far right are no good. Oh, those ones. Possibly. I lose speed, but I gain everything else, so I will go with that one. Yeah, sorry. The mythical lucky leather stompers are no good. The enchanted leather shoes are no good.
Just grab the ones you want.
I am.
I'll just flog them. Okay.
It's quite hard to pick out the other ones. This gives me less damage, but more speed. This is the thing. I have no idea whether or not 70 points in speed outweighs 80 points in damage. But yeah, feel free to flog those. And I will stick in my builder. I've got my Guardian, so I don't need to do anything other than sit there like a lemon and have my Guardian boost stuff.
So when it's fully boosted with a buff beam, 12,764 per second while I'm standing with my pet.
No, I've got a Mephisto pet now, mythical. That upgrades towers using my mana.
No, it heals towers using your mana.
Sorry, heals towers, yeah.
Yes, but important, it uses your mana. That means you have no genie. That means you can't stay invisible.
Yes. Bad thing?
Probably wouldn't have helped. They're not that good. It depends how many points you put into them stuff, but they do use a lot of mana. The good thing about those ones is they'll heal turrets while you're busy.
Indeed.
I would definitely stick with the genie though, just because of the invisibility trick, if nothing else. But yeah, we'll give that another go. I'll be on this character with my massive.
Is this an upgrade for your
2,000 DPS.
Check out the damage on that. That's crazy. And he has knockback.
I think with all these runs we did, I would have had at least a slightly decent stick to give my character. But I don't have a good stick.
What do you need?
I have a better stick. I don't have a better stick. It's alright, the stick will do. Whee. Yes, +1 to knockback. I want a weapon with about +500 to knockback or something, so I can just knock stuff all over the entire level. Damn, that sound effect is loud.
What's your current one's stats on it? Oh.
Shit. I mean, a total of 400 damage. I don't damage the character anyway. It's just
What are your tower stats on it?
It's about 20 odd.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I don't do that. That's not what it's for. Weapons.
Yeah, you need your tower stats. No, what are your tower stats on it?
20
On
odd.
your current 20?
23.
Here, use that.
Use- That's got no knockback at all.
Yeah, well, what's it do for your tower stats? Comparatively.
Still pistol, but better, I guess.
Really? 100 as opposed to 20s?
Yeah, but like that's not a large amount. I mean, that's 6% maybe. But my knockback is a little bit cooler. Anyway, we've done enough theory crafting.
One second.
We haven't done enough theory crafting.
I've spent 220 million on XP. Leveling, sorry. It's still piss poor anyway.
Oh. Well, how many levels has yours got now, Brian? Your gun.
Which item? The gun?
What's that?
I've maxed it out. 86.
Only 80. Hold on a second, I got one for you.
I won't be able to use it. I'm gonna level it.
One's 138, one's 137.
Lovely.
Which one would you prefer?
We'll try them later.
Alright.
I need to get some mana to invest.
Yeah, we did get quite a lot of mana from that run. Okay. I would like you, speedy people, Max especially, can you go and grab some chest mana, bring it to me ASAP. There's 2
I need that so I need that so I can put my heal aura down and switch.
Your genie will do way more mana than the chest now.
Got it. I'll bring you some in a second. I was just setting it up. Oops, sorry.
Keeping the buff being front to back on both sides. Get warlock turrets on that. And unless the buff being goes down, no one will be able to do that. Max, can you please put a gas trap there and here and at the top of these stairs here? That will stop. Should stop almost everything getting here that's not an ogre. I need mana.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Quite familiar on this owner. Ogre, sorry.
This is just sniping everything north. Like nothing got halfway across the bridge. Everything got sniped.
Wow.
Damn it.
Dead.
Don't get hit.
I was invisible, but I didn't realise he was going to sort of splash damage me.
Oh yeah, the ogres still, they don't hit you, they hit anything in range and will, will take you out.
Put a line in the middle too.
Not a sensible sound. I like it. We don't have any darkness traps, by the way, so we also get a darkness trap on the staircase and on the gap in the bridge bats.
Okay.
And that will stop anything being lightning immune.
Sorry. The ogre decided to show me his broomstick thing. Which one's a darkness trap? 9?
No, it says darkness trap. The one that's... I don't even
Yep, okay. Where do you want it? On top of the other ones?
Just there, doesn't matter. So everything walks through it, that's fine. So ogres walk through it. So anything that... Yeah, probably the other side of the gas... basically, the other side of the gas trap, so anything that walks into it is then vulnerable to lightning. But you only, you only need to be an inch further down or something. You just want stuff stuck in the gas trap to be vulnerable to lightning. These deadly striker traps are hilarious. Just watching it snipe everything as it pops around the corner. Okay, apparently it's not sniping very well. Oh, also it's collecting mana. I forgot I didn't have these. I did warrior, Dark Elf warrior, got me. I do not wish to respawn their game. Do we have a weakness aura down?
Ensnare.
Right. Well, that's useless. You need a strength training aura because that reduces the damage everything does by an enormous amount. All in snare
Well,
is
I have enough mana to do that, so I put what I could and jumped out.
I've got the mana if you swap. You're too far away. Oh, okay, alright. Mana's here, just. Yeah, strength training also really, really good. Basically.
Oh, what the? Oh! I swapped and fucking fell into the lava. Alright, when I came back in, I was on top of the towers and it knocked me into the wall.
Oh well. Yeah, the ensnare aura is no good. The gas traps do that job. If you want to put 2 down, heal and strength drain definitely those.
Alright. So, for next time. Good luck.
I don't know what the exact numbers are on the strength drain aura, I'll be honest. Shit, what's it? And there's so many DSCs. We're a little bit weak from the north. Every other direction, no problem. I really wish towers could be able to map like the bullets. Like, I would suggest actually give visibility unless you have a good reason not to. Good on.
Yeah, well, then everything will come straight for you.
I was coming, bringing the mana back to you so you can keep repairing, keep building, upgrading.
Thank you. Oh, back up. No, I don't know. I know, I don't think it's died, so.
Okay.
So what do you think of my little strategy here? It seems to work, huh? Yeah. Well, that means we can do the same on the survival? Or, no, that's different. Hmm. 2 left, where are they?
Oh, yeah.
That's done.
Well, that level's done. It's not the hard level. Oh,
Nah, crap.
seriously?
Oh, I
It's
can't
just
connect
they're
it.
exactly in the wrong place to jump off in the right direction.
Yeah, I watched you just beside me throw your mana in the air and then just leap in the lava. Like with that. Good luck, little character with 14,000 health and no defensive capabilities whatsoever.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Well, yeah, I'm just going to hide here and no one can root find to me. It's ogres and dark elves are the only issue. So there's an ogre now. I'll show you him straight and tell you he's there. Just walking up the towers. Stop.
Okay.
Thanks. This is a completely nonsensical strategy, and I'm glad it worked.
The lightning is shooting over to the stairs, so that's fine.
Yeah, the lightning.
Other side of the gas trap.
Yeah, the lightning is absolutely bonkers, the range in that. The important thing is they have to be non-lightning immune. The ogre to the south, yeah, he's being hit.
Yep.
You can see him flashing
Yep.
red.
It's getting striker towered though.
Yeah, DSCs are stupid. They are absolutely ridiculous. The question is he going to die before he's out on the stairs? Then he's died on the
He's
stairs.
dead. Yeah, one dead. And another one is someone dead. Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, what haven't we achieved? Loot, XP, or mana. But it was funny.
Yeah. And it's amazing. We're seeing this little guy just standing on one little tower surrounded by, jeez, how many are up
Wow,
there?
it's like a mental. It's making a mess. You can't see my stream this.
Do that again.
It's just funny. They're just coming in and getting fat.
Sorry, I can do a little one. I can't do a big one for another 30 seconds. I am just encouraged to go out there on more park, by the way. I am being well behaved. I'm standing here.
Strikeout's going to beat you to it, to be honest.
It's the Dark Elves. See how quickly the Dark Elves are moving, one coming in from the east. And then I should have aimed the striker tower just at that spawn area.
Oh, Booker tried to sneak up behind you.
All the time? Yeah, we're in the spawn area.
He tried. And got sorry.
I don't have anything defending that direction, just lightning. But it's a lightning immune to it. It will get through.
Another tower then.
With what?
Of course, there's only like one mob left.
So you guys are dead, so I'm just gonna right, where's the mob?
22 mythicals.
Oh shit. Yeah, there's a mob.
It is, oh man,
That's alright.
stuck.
Looking for it.
I know where it is, but that's okay. We have a solution for stuck mobs, and it's a deadly
Oh, dear.
tower there. Oh yeah. Magina's Magina, not Mangina. Yeah, mythicals with 80 ups dropped, which is it's alright.
Any grenade launchers or
I'm just looking at sticks. I don't think there are any rapid fire mage weapons, I'm afraid.
no, you gotta click, click, click.
Yeah, fuck Jacobs. I hope you're watching, Tag. You hear me? Fuck Jacobs' weapons. If it took more than one shot, then it doesn't matter. Just fire more shots. Fuck you, Jacobs. Also don't like Dahl. But I only don't like Dahl a little bit.
Let's see who won that round.
Yeah, 25 mythical, 71 godly, 500,000 XP, which is not very much, sadly. Used to be.
Be a chunk of money. Let's see.
I'll find that out in a sec. Waves. Last wave, I got 1,169 kills, and you all got 0. Why was that? Oh yes, you kept dying.
Swim in the lava.
The most. Yeah, so on the first wave, Max got 50 kills, and then after that, Towers just completely decimated everything, which not surprising.
So have we done all the monster fests then on the hardest difficulty?
No.
4 million. No,
We haven't
very
done
much.
any of them on the hardest difficulty. We've done one monster fest on the hardest difficulty. That one. That's it. And there is our difficulty above that, but it won't produce much different. 3 million XP. No, 3 million.
That was only insane.
That was Nightmare, but that's not the hardest difficulty.
Oh, it's not Nightmare Hardcore?
No. We haven't done any of the others on Nightmare. Not even close. Not even a little bit close.
So, Shipwreck Monster Fest, we haven't done?
No, because the ogres start with 12 million health. And I am...
That 12 million health that time.
No, they didn't. I thought we saw was 8 million. We might be able to do... Sorry, say that again. You talked over me.
You get longer to set up on that one.
Okay, we might be able to do the first level. It's a possibility, and we might be able to then open some chests. We might be able to get something out of that. The problem is that you need to go deep now at this point. So that's survivals, deep survivals, unfortunately, because that
just interested in more things entertaining. I don't think there's much that's going to drop loot for me at the moment. And that was pretty comical what we just did.
It was a lot more entertaining. I'm not arguing that for a second. Shipwrecked Ruins Monsterfest on Nightmare might net us some gear. Bear in mind, this is supposed to be an 8-player level as well, and we've got 3.
It'll be fine.
Oasis Monster Fest. We can try an Oasis Monster Fest on Insane because you haven't done it. I just can't. I think that is because this is a Quest for Lost Eternia Shards thing. It should be a higher scaler than the other one. So buff beams, very simple. Block beams. One across there, and then one left, one right. Simple as that. And I'll go tower.
Tower to the bridge.
Yeah, one on the bridge at the north, at the south, and then block to the left and to the right. Then a buff beam down the centre. Sorry, we're only on we're only on Insane. We have 100 seconds to set up, so you don't need to rush. Just make sure you've got your strength aura covering your weaken aura covering the beams. Max will bring us all the mana. Here, boy, come on, bring the mana. Bring me the mana. Come on. That's it. Yes. No. Yes. That's it. What? Okay. What have you got in your mouth? What have you got in your mouth?
Fiddle ball.
Go get the mana.
Where's the hero forge? Way the hell over there?
Yeah, just down and left. Yeah, I mean, this is a point I made quite some days ago, 14 episodes ago, is that unfortunately the end game is primarily deep survivals and it's boring as hell because you essentially are rolling the dice as many times as you can for monsters. You only get to kill 30,000 mobs.
Alright, where are you putting this stuff?
One to the south, so just out.
So put you back across the bridge or what?
Running out of time, but no.
5 seconds.
Physical beams. That's like physical. Just block off this here. And then block to the left and block to the right. So one block here. And a mirrored block. And then quickly check your hand down. Mana. No, you chuck the mana. That physical beam's about to go.
Yeah, we were not prepared for. Trying to defend too big of an area. Why did you pick this area? It sucked.
This is the best area.
You're a very poor tactician.
I've done this before.
You're trying to defend 3 entrances.
I just died. Sorry.
Yes, we defend 3 entrances to give ourselves enough room. That also means you're using 3 physical beams, not 2. Yeah, I need to really be invisible to repair those. Max, you should be invisible.
Righto.
I'm just spawning and being murdered. Oh, there's like 1.6 million. That's interesting. Okay, can we get another physical beam up? Fuck you, skeleton. If I can just get a tower down, we'll be alright, but I'm being hit. Help me, please. I have no way to attack. Thank you so much. Right, there we go. Then I fell down. That's my own. Dora, get off the keyboard, you... Oh. She managed to make it windowed, and then... Dora, stop pressing tab.
I think you're too prefers to be called Rat Bag.
I'll call her Mrs. Shaved Face if she carries on doing that. That lighting tower wasn't a proper... That was just when I jammed down because I was just going to put them in a row. Along. It just gives us a row, basically, of defences. Oh, do you just want to stick within there? That's quite a tight area. I can try. Max, can you get darkness traps north and south, please? So there are no lightning immune mobs.
Rightio. There is.
Go sleep there. That's good girl. Yes, that's a good girl. Not on my keyboard. What a
How far away from the lightning do you want them?
Doesn't matter. I mean, there's fine.
I'll put a corner there.
I can't remember what the reset time on them is.
Uh, 3.26 seconds at the moment.
Okay, I guess you're going to want me to fritz and DU, aren't you? There you go.
That's two. That's all you need, isn't it?
No,
you want a third.
I do want a third here, but I also...
Where?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I can put it there.
And obviously make sure you upgrade those, because they ain't got many charges. They'll
Yeah.
last 45 seconds or so. Ow. 4.5 million health ogres is not even a nightmare.
What?
Okay, if everyone can stop getting shot. I am very much trying to upgrade everything. But the ogre hitting the south physical beam is also hitting all the towers. That's why you need a slightly bigger area.
Alright.
I think there is a dead end at the other side.
Sorry, I died.
Yeah, 1.6 million my mana bomb does, and I haven't even got any good gear. Oh, that physical beam is so close to dying. I've literally repaired it to a quarter so far. Thank you, Max. Yeah, I can't kill ogres before they get to the towers, and the physical beams are so close they're hitting the towers at the same time.
Oh, build and okay. Any mana.
Oh right, the darkness traps last for 25 seconds and then reset, and then take 3 seconds for they work again. Can we at least get a second physical beam? At least to hold them off for a little bit.
Yeah, I needed to go get mana. I just gave you all of it.
Oh, I've got it here. Oh, we have loads of time between waves. I forgot we're not on GB. And we've already got mythical, so this is already giving us better loot. Much sooner.
You want the other one?
Than the other one, yeah.
Another physical beam. Where'd you want it?
Well, where I asked initially. Because I'd say the idea is to defend there, then put the turrets back here. So they actually have a chance to kill mobs before the physical beam goes down, without them getting walloped as well. This is definitely harder than Glitterhelm because this is an expansion pack level. And obviously we've got Djinns, we've got Withers.
I'd be tempted to move the darkness trap over there as well.
I think we'll be. The problem is that we are going to start running out of DU very, very, very quickly. But we're kind of doing all right. The darkness trap's mostly there, so almost nothing is lightning immune. So it's one lightning tower. That's all we've got, taking out almost everything. I can build a deadly striker, and then I think I'm going to have to have a fireball tower anyway. Oh no, I can build a magic blockade. That's it. Well, I'll do that then.
I'll try and upgrade stuff.
Good plan. There you go, my magic blockade with its 34,000 health. Check the mana, Max. Yeah. I'm literally standing right behind you, and I can do nothing but upgrade. More mana. How is this tower taking damage? I can't see any particularly obvious graphics in sight.
I could use some help over here. I'm like pinned.
All I had was my bomb. There's like 5 ogres punching in. So I should.
Understatement.
Mana.
I can't duck guys if you do, man. If you want, come on, man. Ah, crap. And now the trap's failed and I'm dead. I seem to be standing in the middle of a barrier there.
Quick, let's set up shop somewhere else. There is another place we can go. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get there, but feel free to go invisible and try and find me. God damn, I can't even... Oh, I can just about kill wyverns with my light towers, just. Yeah, so here is one entrance, and at the other end there's another entrance. It's the only way in and out. Now this is an excellent one for bowling ball turrets.
Where at?
I'm on the map. It's a long route with only one way in and out, which I pop barricades on. There's only 2 ways in.
Need a summoner?
Yeah. What we need is a hero. We're holding out for a hero. There should be a whole song about that. I've put a magic blockade, by the way, but that ain't gonna last long.
Level 5 it?
That still won't last long.
Okay. It's all about the towers and DPS and dishing
It's
out,
about it's about physical being more than those ones. They're just not very good. You know, I won't say they're not supposed to be. They're just not very good. Esmir, we're going. We're blocking up in the east. West didn't go very well, but we did try, and that's what's important, isn't it? Everything still smells funny. I want to make that clear. My sinuses have never felt so clean.
Was it a DJ Arca safety last day?
No, there was just a gust of wind, and suddenly all the sparks just all went into my face, and I've got goggles on, but they went up my nose instead. I'm like, it's burning hair. Oh damn, the ogres have got a lot of health anyway. Oh, I just upgraded that. Excuse me, I even went outside to do the grinding and sanding, so you know, that's a well ventilated area, and that's more than I normally bother with. Got so many lightning bolts, so many gems. Wait, how can I die during my animation for a carnival? What the fuck? So yeah, despite this, in this difficulty dropping less good gear than the last thing we did, it's hard.
Really, it's just more annoying.
No, it's harder. It's definitely harder. They start with more health. I always just gauge it by the number of health the ogres have got.
Right, but we don't take a nerf to our damage on this one either. So we're doing more damage to them, despite them having less health. So they're killing them. On Nightmare, our damage is nerfed.
Yes, but that's why I said this is harder.
Something suddenly changed. All the ogres decided to come and attack the towers now.
I think what changed is the bouncer blockade went down because it got ginned.
Yes,
Not
there's
blockade,
that.
physical tower. So now the ogres are coming around the back. I mean, good effort. I'm not sure which of the locations you'd rather hole up in.
I don't like this one.
Right.
I don't think you're right.
Unfortunately, you can run Glitter Helm to the end of eternity and you won't get any better loot than what we just got. That's the.
I know. I'm not saying that. I just.
Arcane Library on survival is probably our best bet or Palantir on insane. Or we can do City in the Cliffs to unlock Survival to get Ginlet, which gives you mana and does DPS. Those ogres are crazy tough though. Like,
I think we'd have a lot more success if, you know,
we
we planned it ahead of time and didn't move the base of operation in the middle of the round.
Well, yeah, well, no, because the second base, the better
The strategy would work better.
I think the main difference there is that Esmir's ogres have got 134,000 health or something. They just don't die compared to our towers. Right, roughly speaking. Esmir, can you just pop down an ogre a second, and please don't upgrade anything. And I'll pop down a. My magic blockades have got a whopping 10,000. I mean, that's our problem. Is it's towers being physically destroyed. Now there is a summoning time, bear in mind. So your one's got 54,000 base, and you've got
My mage is heal.
Your mages do heal, yeah. But yeah, check out the health on the ogre compared to the health on everything else. So they make great blockers, and they can self-heal, which with the mages. So that would probably be better. But that's why I asked which of the two spawn locations you felt was better to defend.
I mean, if it's just about them having more health, I can just put on gear that focuses more on tower.
In this case, your towers are already far, far better than all the rest of the options, so that's already whatever it is. I can't see where it was. I mean, now I have to upgrade everything. I mean, then you had about 5 ogres walloping your ogre, and he's just taking it. So that's 35,000 on the physical beam compared to. Okay, that one's buffed though, so I can't really compare. Buff doesn't buff health anyway. Buff beams, they buff resistance. Yes, that's 116,000 health buff against 3,000 pounds. That's over triple the health, almost 4 times. So that will definitely make a difference. And how much mana are they again?
It's 600.
Ouch! Yeah, there's your downside. But don't use up DU. But as I've said, like, well, this will be 4th time. Which of the 2 areas do you feel was a better one to blockade in?
Probably the second one. However, there's probably a better spot than either of those. I just need to go to the leveling.
There's no single-ended area. There's only 2-ended areas. The good one about the one that spirals is you can do mobs up and over. So City in the Cliffs is what drops the Ginlet on survival. So we can unlock that. Because we're all using Gins, I think, as well, aren't we?
Yep.
So I would posit a more useful pet that also looks like our current pet is a good idea. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yep.
What now?
Getting a Ginlet.
The alternative is I can just use archers as walls. They're as good as that physical barrier. And they fight back really hard.
They are actually, aren't they?
And they only cost me 40 mana.
Yeah, the pay to win in this is obscene, isn't it? Really. Sorry, the DLC characters are well balanced and definitely not OP. Well, do we want to try it again on the monster first, or do we want to go for a Ginlet?
Which one is for the Ginlet? What level? Did you say again?
We would need to do City in the Cliffs survival. We've only completed City in the Cliffs on easy, so we could get an easy gymlet and see how we feel about them, or we would need to complete the level on hard/insane and then do a survival to unlock the gymlet.
Easy would just be stupid.
Well, no, because you'll get a pet. It's not the tower stats on the genie that are particularly important. It's the mana. Tower stats are nice, but neither here nor there. The difference is that the gymlet that you get, you'll only put the damage into mana regain and damage.
Right. I mean, the easy would just be like setting up towers and doing nothing. We could easily do medium or hard with the level that we have.
That just means we need to play it twice, that's all. Because we haven't unlocked survival. Any more thoughts from the peanut gallery? We can definitely do on easy. We can probably do it on hard. We might be able to do it on insane. All I heard was click.
Click.
Well,
That's me taking a picture.
okay, well, we'll do it on easy for the definites.
Oh, this one.
Oh no, that's me. No. Esmir, can we get you to block stuff then? That probably seems like a good plan. If you can't remember the level, let me know. We only did this one fairly recently.
I only vaguely remember it. I remember doing bowling balls on the...
Well, come to me and we'll start you off. First level should be easy enough. Well, they'll all be easy. The first level should be straightforward enough. Pop down a couple, block there. Test engine, my day was good. I went to the arcade. I spent the day with power tools sanding down the steel frame of an arcade machine and getting some of the sparks up my nose and the paint everywhere. And that was pretty awesome. Possibly not for my sinuses, but you know, overall, pretty awesome.
Everything's awesome, I'm told.
That's just a couple. Sure, there's a bit here I can put it. And then mobs will definitely run down here. We want to stop them.
I heard everything's also cool when you're part of a team.
Again,
Yep.
it's just a sign.
It's awesome
What's
to
that?
win, it's awesome to lose.
That's not true. That's blatantly not true.
It's alright, I get to hear it every morning. That's why I shouldn't repeat some of it at you.
Why do you have to hear it every morning?
Because my children choose to listen to it every morning.
Did you forget that you are the man in charge of the electricity in the house?
Yes, but I'm not going to hang out in the kitchen every 5 seconds. They can play a DVD, a CD if they want.
Doesn't passage need to be blocked?
Where are you? Nope. They don't. Nothing goes down that way. Everything comes up here and left. How much mana have you got? Why am I asking? Right. Yeah. Don't worry about it for a minute. We'll do this one. I'm happy to block that one with my almighty physical form. I need to block this ramp. That's ridiculous that archers have got the same amount of health as a physical barrier, and you have a mob that can heal them, and they do damage. Cool. Well, we should probably just go then and start building up the defences. We don't have much defences here, so if I could get a DPS or two, bring me mana whilst we barricade up here, We only have one lightning tower defending the entire base. Not very much.
Okay.
But it should be okay. Well, we're on easy. I'm not expecting difficult. I just want to get to the. Just want to basically get to 15. Get a Jinlet, have a look at them, and then crank it up if necessary. Oh yeah, and spiders.
What are the mobs that have the sort of golden skins on them?
They are being buffed by a. Oh yeah, need more fences here. That's all right. Do that with a magic missile tower.
Oh, that's right. The white men from right there. That's why I was going to put skeleton. Sorry, archer.
You can put skeletons down if you like, but archers are more useful. What about you, Test Ancient? Get up to anything interesting today? Did you get to use power tools? I got to use them unsupervised. That's my favourite thing.
This minute, how much? No,
Should we go? Because we're on easy. I'm not expecting to lose. We could probably just walk away and win silver in the level. This is just purely to unlock access to the higher thingy jig. I've got the name off.
the stuff.
Yeah. The
You
higher
still need
start
the
rate.
mana.
Upgrade everything.
Okay.
Bear in mind how many ogres are spawning. And where from? What do you do for work test?
Oh, they're all coming in from that tunnel. That's right.
These are ogrelets, whatever they're called. Baby ogres, so, but unfortunately still get the brrrr ogre has arrived. I can get them from my 3 towers of joy here. And I'm pretty sure I can build a Deadly Striker tower there and just shoot all the ones that are yeah, so just that one will just shoot all the ones in there. Maybe. But so you do get access to power tools is all I'm taking away from that.
Got a spider hitting a Deadly Striker tower up next to a crystal.
That bastard. Wait. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. It must be a lightning immune spider.
Sounds like we need a monk with an,
Wait, how did your archer fail to get... Oh, did you just... Yeah, The idea was the magic missile tower covered the lightning tower, but it's alright, I've got plenty of mana still, so I'll just pop the magic missile tower. Covering the magic missile tower. 5 waves to go. Yeah, you'll notice you can just go. Everything is literally dying outside its spawn. There's more time to look at the level, examine the defenses, see what works, see what doesn't work. For instance, not properly defending the crystal on the left was a bad decision. Looking at that now, I notice gyms are actually coming in from the right. Yes, that's awful defenses. Let's fix that.
Yeah.
Enogo's arrived. Enogo is dead.
Jolly unwelcoming.
Shows a rough hand his stupid ogre face. Do that, my naughty lightning tower.
Yep. Come spawn and die.
Is that mana just floating around in the air? How weird. There's a whole bunch of mana here, just
Wyvern that was still.
but the mana never settled, it was just sort of hovering in the air currents. The reason that light tower didn't do anything is it's saturated, just wiping out this entire area. That wasn't very cash money. What hit it?
Wyvern. And these were these towers look like they were spidered. Look.
Okay. If I put a tower there, okay, there we go. Thank you. Yes, honestly, I think Forgecraft 2 would be great. I just worry I'm going to be able to do it justice. Can't remember if you're a Patreon or not. Yeah, it very much depends on patron support over the next however long it's going to be. I haven't looked at Forgecraft 2 in a while. I've been doing tech, lots of tech, and some really good tech. Don't get me wrong, I've done really nice instance rendering system. Well, it's from Fortresscraft, then ported into Nomancer and massively improved, and then ported from Nomancer into the train game and massively improved, and now it's a fairly drop-in upgrade to the rendering, which is good. And it is crazy fast. I will check in a second, but I think that this level is one where you can go to 30 on the survival. There's not much point doing that on easy, but I think it is something that is there. There aren't that many levels you can go further than 15 or 25. But they're the important ones, because they're the ones where the loot scaler starts to become more and more and more important. But we're also looking at doing Twitch games. We've got a number of games on the go. I'm more or less trying to make as much money as I can in order to continue doing Forgecraft level. As a patron, thank you by the way, that means so much. If it wasn't for the patrons, I wouldn't be doing Forgecraft 2. I simply couldn't afford to. I am going to walk away now, because I think you guys will be alright without me. Scream if not, I'll use a little voice room, and none of you are invited, so back in a second.
I'm so badly desyncing.
I'm getting really weird lag.
I think it's like desync. Oh, maybe it's lag, yeah. Like mobs walking in the middle of nowhere and then realising that they're actually dead and trying to upgrade something that's already upgraded. And like, what?
Yep.
It was doing that to me in single player when I was trying to do Tavern. So I think it's a problem with the game.
I'm back. I pressed G. Where are we at? Have we won? How much good drops? Oh, polished.
We were saying, as Mia was mentioning, that the thing's a bit laggy. I'm back at saying we both had it as well. In terms of mobs are getting killed so quickly, they're walking around, but they're not sort of accepting damage.
I mean, they will. The damage is queued up, but yeah, that is unfortunately one of the points of some of the later parts of the game. Is it's not very well written. Let me bring up my traffic graph. No, that's my Raspberry Pi. Let's see, because there may be ways that we can crank that up. I seriously doubt it's using all my network. Although it might be. It's using. I'm sort of track because I'm hosting the game and I am streaming.
Yeah, I think that may be a mistake. No offense.
No, I'm only at half a megabyte a second. What's that in real money? 4 megabit? No.
No, it doesn't feel like a network lag. It feels like the game itself is having.
Well, no, I mean, all movement, it's an Unreal Engine game, so all movement, all data, everything is processed on the server, all of it. And so every time you shoot something, you go, hello server, I've shot something, and the server goes, yes you have, let's be Unreal games are famed for that.
Yeah, all you had to do was mention Unreal and I would, yep.
It's just the way Unreal works. You don't have to, but that means that you can write server authoritative games. We have 2 stock ogres, by the way, down by the archers. But yeah, my network bandwidth is 600 kilobytes a second. What do I get? I can't work it out in my head. Alexa, what's 20 divided by 8?
0.75.
No, that can't be right then. I've got 20 megabit. What's that in megabytes? You divide by 8, don't you?
Yeah.
1 point.
It's 2 point. How many 8s in 20? 4? 3?
2.5? 3.5. 2.5.
It's going to be 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5.
2.5, yeah. So I got 2.5 megabyte. Yeah, so I'm using up a fifth of my bandwidth. My point is, if it is lagging, we find this, I can probably tweak the data files. What the fuck's this? Is he? He's in this bush.
Well, what I was saying while you were away was that this was happening to me in single player when I was trying to do tavern defense. It was very weird.
Ooh.
It actually felt like my computer was crashing.
Yeah, I mean, so again, Unreal works by running an internal server all the time. And then you effectively you connect to a local server. So yes, that can happen if it's busy. I mean, it shouldn't. I mean, I can't get a lot faster computer. Attacks your opponents with elemental attacks, which gives you mana. Interesting. There's only got 34 ups, but I don't know what that will be in what that will translate to in real money. He's slightly annoying sounding there, and I didn't factor that in. But he does lightning and fire damage. Oh man, you got 44 ups on yours. Wow, 5 shots per second, 6 shots per second. Yeah, you won't get any more ups on shot speed or spread. But this was an easy one. That was... And what's he going to call it? Is it going to be sensible or rude? He's going to call it Gin 43. Yeah, that's exciting. Oh wow, it gets bigger as you level it up. I think I knew that, but I've forgotten it. Jambi. I don't get it.
Like a high and like a hiney ho.
Still don't get it. Oh, wait. Go back to the dummy. Go back to the dummy. Look, it does fire, electrical, and.
Oh my god, I get it.
I don't.
It's from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh, the Power Rangers episode. Nice. That's a good reference. I like it. Anyway, let's not talk about this ever again. Fuck you, I'm hilarious. So the real question is obviously is how much mana does it give you? Because I have no idea. But it does do damage. It's not doing a lot of damage, but it wasn't a good one. I will admit I've not seen...
Which has been granted.
I've not seen that, so I assume it was hilarious. So, do we want to try and get a better genie? Do we like the genies?
I like the Jin, the one we were using previously, so assuming it gives you the same, or it's possible to upgrade it to the same amount of stuff in, then yes please.
Yeah, well it does damage, and it gives you mana for it. It's that straightforward. Which is good for me, because I don't do damage. My pet does, that's helpful. But it's not going to do a lot of damage. So do we want to try that again on hard? I'm guessing hard might be our limit. Because we can't do Insane Misty Mire, and this is harder than Misty Mire.
We couldn't do it before.
We weren't even slightly close.
Yeah, well, we didn't have an estimate then, did we?
No, we weren't even. I think we lasted about 2 rounds. Like, not even slightly close is my point. Not, ooh, maybe. I mean, I don't mind. We can do Misty Mire, we can do City in the Cliffs, or we can do Arcane Library. Those are our primary improvement levels at the minute.
I like the
my
library.
library gives the laser mining, or the things that Esme was talking about earlier. Yeah, it shoots through walls.
Oh, the lupine bow. Those things are awesome.
That's Halloween Spooktacular, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You sounded enthused. How's that then?
You want to do Halloween Spooktacular?
It's actually great if you put up the right auras and walls.
Oh, we've already done it. But you're talking about a nightmare, aren't you? We've done it on Insane. And I had a lupine bow and I chucked it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it no good?
Oh, it wasn't mythical.
Oh.
I
So,
might have kept it.
what's the best weapon, next best weapon upgrade for me and Brian then?
I don't really think
I
that's
actually
the
think
limiting factor, though,
I think
is it?
I've seen more lupine bows from Spooktacular 2.
Having better DPS is not going to really solve... What are you hoping to solve with slightly better DPS? Oh, it really
Being able to take down 12 employed ogres in a reasonable time.
Okay, but you're looking at quadrupling your current DPS. Towers, I would say, are probably our weak spot, not DPS. Again, pointing back to the graphs, towers were doing, whatever it was, 95% plus the damage. If you look at the wave things, it's always the towers that do it. We could do Halloween Spooktacular on Nightmare. Well, I don't, we can do Halloween Spooktacular on Nightmare.
You'd think we were playing a tower defense game or something.
Well, yes, that's why, but you seem to be obsessed with getting a slightly better gun, is my point.
Yeah, because that's the only way that I can do better.
Right, well, then we'll wipe on this then. Sorry, I mean, we'll try this then.
Just careful of the pits.
Shouldn't have said that. Now Brian's going to go straight and jump in it.
It's got to be done. Puff, of course.
In this case, the par is 0, which is the number of times I hope you jump in the pit.
But we were aiming to be below par, so...
-1 times. That's also an acceptable number of times to fall in the pit. Okay, bottom.
How do you get 1 par? Oh, I guess that would be...
Not going golfing.
1 under par would be 30. Then eagle. Eagle is 2.
I'll build blockade towers, but only as
Up if you'd like.
as emergencies. I'm pretty much at mana though. So that's 2 crystals. Yeah.
Damn it, that was the wrong button.
I was like, let me cover these 2, and I will feed you nomi mana during the wave. I seem to recall our issue last time was mostly Deadly Striker Towers ignoring wyverns until they were basically on top of them.
What here are we on? Insane?
No, because we've done it on Insane, it won't drop anything.
Was it Nightmare?
You're on Nightmare.
It's a good day to die.
Hmm.
There's nothing covering that way. Okay, there's something covering this way, so I guess I will cover this. I will be the wall.
Be the ball.
What's my first name? I wonder. Would that be a wonder wall? Oh, this thing doesn't grab any mana. I don't like it.
Take your medicine, big boy.
Bunch of mana right there.
I mean, how much mana does it do?
Like a quarter of what the other one does.
That's
It took a long.
still pretty good. For a easy level 1, don't forget, and one that actually does damage. Souls Rider, I don't know. As I mentioned earlier to Transcendent, I have been working on technology for Fortress Craft 2, and some of that is going to be in some release games. The LockDown LAN idea was to try and provide a little bit of a distraction to people who are cooped isn't a word, cooped up in quarantine. And I can't stream all night and all day. Is there something specific you'd like to see? I mean, you're the first person to ask for a Fortress Craft stream. I assume you mean Fortress Craft Phoenix, not Evolved. Or are we talking about actually you do want a Fortress Craft Evolved stream? In which case, wow, you really are the first person to ask for that. I haven't suggested to the other lockdown lanners a Fortress Craft stream, as I thought it would be a little self-serving, but it could be done.
To stream would be awesome.
Just a reminder, my blocker towers are not very good. But I mean, there's one thing I have said a lot on the lockdown and stuff. There's something you'd like to see us watch. If we can get it running, we will. Well, maybe not happily play it. I mean, I played Diablo 1, but I wasn't happy about it. I was at the beginning, and then my happiness rapidly disappeared as I remembered the game of my childhood. It was not the game I remembered from my childhood.
And then you had to have somebody come in and kill the butcher for you.
And then I had to have someone in and abuse a glitch in the game in order to progress. Absolutely. So we are getting mythicals already. Here's a mythical machine gun, for instance. I forgot they even dropped. In fact, I'm going to put that in my box, just because it's the first gun I've seen. Assuming we have reasonable ogre defences now, I will just go with gas traps to slow everything the fuck down. Okay, nobody epic, whatever. How are you typing in bright red? Oh, you're on Twitch. Don't you get banned from most Twitch streams for doing that? When you first typed that message first appeared, I assumed it was a message that I'd sent that hadn't gone through. And I'm sure you were here like 2 weeks ago, so it hasn't been that long. But how did you make it red? No, I'm not threatening to ban you. I'm just like, doesn't that get you banned from pretty much every Twitch stream ever? So I know for a fact this level has an extremely high loot scaler. Very, very, very high. Unfortunately, there's no way to do a deep level on it. We're stuck at going to wave 11. Oh, I see. You did /me long time. Okay. for everybody not reading the chat, you're scratching your head going, sorry, he typed what?
Merc.
Another machine gun. Is this one better? No. I swear I haven't seen a single machine gun in the entire game until now. And now I've seen... Oh, there's another one. Ignore that. Oh. Souls, you didn't answer my question. I don't know whether or not you've been Fortresscraft Evolved playing, Fortresscraft Phoenix playing, or Fortresscraft Phoenix development. I did respond, I promise.
We all heard you.
But yeah, I would just like to do something that's not super high, deep survival, that also isn't ridiculously hacksy, that gives us a chance of Transcendent.
It's not lab.
That's what I just said, hacksy. I mean, lab does give good loot. It's very, very hard though. It's really hard. I think it's 18 minimum. Might be 19.
Assault is...
No, not Assault. The lab. The actual level it's based on. But that's one of the highest scalers in the game, that one. I think it's only Ember Mount, Emerald City. King's Game's not as high. That one gives crazy loot, with the drawback that it's really hard and the loot doesn't really apply if you're on a low difficulty. So there's almost no point in doing it on easy except to practice because it's hard. And
I have to do it these days. Just man up and do it.
Which, yeah, but at the appropriate time.
Sometime when you're sleeping, preferably.
Well, no, because you want to be in full upgraded mythical, possibly Transcendent.
For lab.
For King's Game.
You can do King's Game.
I haven't done that one.
It's fun briefly, and then when you realise it drops great loot, it has a similar problem. Excuse me, it's a similar problem that the Lab Assault has. You go, why am I going to do anything else? But you don't get showered with the loot. You run several hours and get a couple of bits of Supreme, whatever it is. And then you pick them up, and you run it again. And you run it again. That's why I'm more keen to get onto the new maps, which I haven't done, rather than run stuff that you would have run several years ago.
King's Game is old?
King's Game's old, yeah. King's Game came out with... Again, it's another piece of broken DLC. Came out with the Jester lady. What's she called? Is she Jester?
Yep, looks like it.
I thought Jester had to be a man. Is that not? Is it Jester?
Rather sexist of you.
Well, you can take that up with feudal England if you like, but I'm fairly sure you weren't allowed lady jesters.
I'm sure lady jesters aren't called
I will make sure to bring it up with the Queen. You know.
I assume lupine bows, by the way, Esmir. They're these, aren't they? Dragoons, royal crossbows. They're the stabby ones, aren't they?
They have a wolf on the tip. And they look like they have a drum on the bottom.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm a bear of very little brain, and I can't.
Those ones.
I've definitely had
It
some.
might be only in Spectacular 2. I swear the wiki says Spectacular 1, and I know I grinded this one quite a bit.
Well, we'll have a look. I don't remember which one Spectacular 2 is. Is that not on Tavern Defense or something?
No, Spectacular 2 is, I want to say, on Endless Fire.
Oh, God. I mean, oh, right, that sounds interesting.
It's got a bunch of weird wooden bridges everywhere.
I'll be honest, I don't remember, so we will... I've also avoided doing the 2 Valentine's levels, which again give excellent load. But, oh, God, those are...
Oh, those are so horrible.
I've never tried it with 4 players, though. Maybe it's easier with 4. You have to get a boy goblin and a girl goblin and get them to kiss. Just kiss them.
And there's the opposite one which does the opposite as well.
Say again?
After the level where you have to do the opposite.
You have to get a boy goblin and a girl goblin to what, murder each other? Get
No,
married?
to just not to stop them.
Oh, right. Okay. That's easier because you're just, murdering. I should probably switch my Jin out. I don't really need any more mana. I could do the leveling in.
Chunk out.
Oh, are mini ogres affected by gas traps? Same as Sharken. Wow, it's a godly thumper here with 111 upgrade levels.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you look at the loot, 78 mythical, 50 godly, 2 legendary. But the stupid thing is, there's just no chance you could just wander around now and look at the gear in the next however long we've got. 52 seconds. I said nothing's marked as an upgrade, but that system's tenuous at the best of times.
The way I used to grind this is I would just empty out my item box somehow, and then just run the map and pick up everything and sort.
Well, we could probably have done some Nightmare Hardcore, which will give us that. Dora, get off! Stop! Why must you put your feet on the print screen key? You dig a lot of print screens. Sorry, Becky, you start to say something and Dora started to be annoying. Ooh, a laser drill. It's mythical.
There's a mythical chicken launcher. Chicken launcher!
How many ups? Did you grab it?
75. No, I didn't. I left it.
75 enough. I kind of wish you could just restrict it off by the number of upgrades rather than necessarily just quality.
This is really bad XP.
Yeah, well, it's 500,000.
I lagged out and died, sorry.
500,000? How have you got 500,000?
Am I being handsy on bullet? Oh yeah, because I actually do the tower. Where did we lose towers? Does anyone know? Shit, I went invisible too slow. Where have we lost stuff? Holy shit, the Ginlet has enormous range on its bullets. They look awesome as well. I've no idea what we lost. Everything looks okay from up here. and I'll hit go invisible a little bit sooner next time. Hey, no one fell in a hole though. No one fell in a hole, I said. So 109 110 mythical, 20 godly. So well done, etc. Mythical poisonous spider bow. That's a retribution, isn't it? Apparently no upgrades dropped though. Which I don't believe. I'm sure if I went over all the gear on here, it would. You just fall in the hole?
There. Someone jumped in a hole.
No one important fell in the hole.
Oh, not too bad. 107, like 107 levels on the mythical electric web gun. Oh, but the reload is so painful.
Well, can you upgrade the reload? Can you upgrade the reload though?
I'll have a look. I don't see anything saying reload.
It's the little spinny circle icon. Doesn't
Nope.
necessarily have it though.
Nope.
Oh, well, that wasn't too bad. I mean, there's a lot of loot, certainly. But that's the problem with RNG at this point. You're just rolling the number. You're rolling the dice as many times as you can to see if you can't get something slightly better. Oh, a mythical machine gun.
The lupine bow was on the second one.
Well, we can have a look at that one. I'd like to put it as Mia that you are storming along there. You got like 3 or 4 times as many kills as the DPSs. Filthy, filthy DPSs. Don't brought me. Can you hear Dora when she does these little motorbike sound effects?
Trills, they call them, and yes.
I think you find they're called motorbike sound effects. Trill's budgie food, isn't it, as well? I don't know why I know that, but I'm sure that Trill is a maker of budgie food.
Sounds plausible.
Right, no, you're right, it's a Trill. But I like to think of it as like a tiny motorbike, a motorbike 2 inches long, just starting up.
Yeah, when they pair.
Yeah.
Does she let you?
Mouse's motorcycle.
Oh,
Does
cool.
she let you?
His name is Ralph.
Check your pets in the shop. I've got a Huntress Animus. I think it's only available after that level, so I've locked that. About 30 million mana. It's because the loot was so good. Loot is directly related to mana, and that was really high quality mana. High quality mana? I know what I meant. Okay.
I'll be taking that off your hands.
But check it out, I got a machine gun. Now I have a machine gun. Oh,
9mm.
oh, oh. No, it's definitely supposed to be an AK.
AK-47.
Wait a minute. How many bullets does it have in the clip? 251.
When you absolutely, positively have to get everyone in the room, except no substitute.
I kind of want to upgrade this, but I don't think there's anything special about the assault rifles at all. Other than nice fire speed.
Becca, do you want this other mythical retribution you gave me back? Or not?
Give it to Adam, it's an upgrade for him.
Okay, it's on the floor.
Thank you. I'll be really glad to get rid of doing freaking spider weapons, by the way. That one that just got. That one you just got as the reward. I guess you all got a mythical poisonous spider bow as well.
Yeah, that's terrible.
No. Exponential upgrades. It has a elemental damage. Elemental damage scales at a much faster rate than physical damage. You fully upgrade that, there is a chance, and I can't do the math for you, but it will end up with far more damage than your mythical retribution, because your retribution only does physical damage. They're not the same scalar. Certainly, it would destroy an 81, in my case, 81 upgrade mythical poisonous spider bow. I cannot comment whether or not it will beat your other random one that you happen to find, unfortunately. But this is where the part of the game where what you have to do is go, that looks like it might be a good weapon. I'm just going to upgrade it 73,000 times. Oh shit, it was crap. Flog it. Lost your money. There's very little way of predetermining that. There was that website that Esmia linked, but you just had to sit there and just endlessly type in numbers to see.
I hope you won't
But this dropped.
Actually, the link that I linked is broken. I tried to use it and it wouldn't work. But I did find a Excel sheet that did this.
It's still a lot of numbers to type in just to do it.
Yeah,
Back it up what I found.
Which one?
111 ups. 128 ups, sorry. Would that be our best one yet? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stick that in the box then.
Keeping it?
Well, I'm not going to sell it.
Well, you're not going to upgrade it. I will. And use it.
None of your business.
The explosions are very big on it, yes. Hold on, what am I using? Yeah, that was just a random drop at the bottom of the level. Oh, haha, this one doesn't fire. Ah, you see, this one fires a single bullet, but it fires cobwebs, not spiders.
I want to upgrade the fire damage on that, not the physical damage.
Absolutely. Yeah, massive jump. But it means you can't hit fire immune mobs. Well, you can tickle them, but only a tickle.
But I can carry 2 weapons.
But you can carry 2 weapons. Right, so that spider bow that I'm up to upgrade level 20, and it already has 4,000 points in poison damage. So assuming shot speed for shot speed, that is now exactly the same damage as my 92 up mythical spider bow. Drawback, I don't know if it pierces, and I'm pretty sure, well, that only has 1 shot. But now I'm at 5,000. Now it's 6,000.
So it says that if I upgrade the fire damage, put every point into fire damage, it'll get up to 11,200.
That would be a lot of damage.
Well, then Nightmare halves it, is it?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's equivalent. That fires very quickly, but it's not doing damage yet. I'm just going to go down to 100 million and see how it looks.
6 shots per second, the maximum anything ever?
No, I think 8 is the fastest, but only on certain weapons. Wow, this is actually surprisingly low D. Oh, we're in Nightmare, aren't we? No nuts. Right. That's a little bit more like it, isn't it? It's also got 407 shots in the clip. Don't forget, Brian, you're getting all the spiders in there. which is not realistic for actual. I mean, I'm doing 12, 13,000 per shot. You're doing 30,000 per spider.
It's got a small clip on it.
You know that no one ever played this game with the sound on. Not when the gins go, "Urrah, urrah, urrah, urrah," just constantly. Sorry, Laura. Sorry. Didn't mean to scare you with your memories of being in the Marines. Yes.
How come Ismir's got two?
She's a because she's a summoner. And they don't get weapons. They get 2 pets instead.
Ah, cool. Buff the stats even more.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I see. Nice.
So Halloween Spooktacular starts at recommended 75. And I believe summons defenders, so I don't think we'll be doing that on insane. We could try medium, perhaps. I will
Chill!
as a yes
No, chill!
from the dog.
Hold on.
Did you just tell his dog to chill?
Apparently.
Oh.
I told him to... Inside! No, inside! Hey! Inside voice. Inside voice.
Dora is a quiet kitty, asleep with her head on my keyboard, just gently purring away. Dora.
I'm randomly pressing print
Well,
screen.
there's a rabbit out in the yard that's tormenting him.
Dora is the epitome of chill. Aren't you, my love? Oh. So we're on medium.
I'm going to try assault with this upgraded gun you just got me real quick. Oh well.
I like they've done this level up like it's autumn. It's a nice touch.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like that I can't find any treasure chests. Another nice touch. I don't think it affects the pathing much.
The webbing and the wooden ladder.
Yeah, but the only one is this nightmare one right by the base. Oh, that's the only one that actually affects how I would block. So again, I'll put a crappy one there, and I'll let you do the actual blocking. Nope. There, that looks... Oh, and this one. Yeah, set your ones behind my crap ones. I will just reclaim the DU as we go on. So we have defenses, we have blocks, we have 0 defenses right now. All like train out. First wave is 164 enemies, that shouldn't be too bad. I also swear every time I play a level I have a different number of health points. It's just random how many I've got. This time I have 7,104. Not a number I've seen before. So second wave I'll get lightning towers and striker towers up. There are no wyverns on this level. On this wave.
Cool. I'll dump mana for you with my gin, not ginlet.
They come in from right here as well.
Do a heyo? Oh. Arse. Okay. That's fine. I'll just run along this and oh no, I can't walk on it. It's alright. We're out of mana, we're out of DU, we're out of everything. That's the problem with these levels. You've got to spend so much of your DU and your mana just okay, so my genie is doing 4 mana per attack. So I'm gonna guess you take their damage and divide it by 50 to get the mana per attack. I purposely didn't upgrade them so I could see. And I've got the run on, so that's good too. I might upgrade this spider boat all the way, if for no other reason than I'm really sick and tired of hearing the retribution. Back out, I will put a row of 4 DSTs here in cardinal directions, which should cover most stuff. If you can pop a buff beam down it, that would be sweet. And lo, it was sweet. Wait, does anyone have like a sword or an axe or anything? Could we just chop down these extra barriers they've put up? Wait, I can do fireball towers. You think that would be a...
And my bow! And my axe! Oh, never mind. That's a false.
Which will help you to avenge your brother. You have my sword, says the warrior, and my bow, says the archer, and your brother, says the necromancer. I'm hoping the DSCs hit everything. Other than that, should be good to go. I mean, I could put down more lightning towers, but it's pretty much just probably backer if you just want to buff all the towers. So we're pretty sure that buffing them is better than building another one. We are only on medium, just to give us an idea of where and what. I also do recall that the bowling ball turrets are hilarious down here because they bounce all the way down. Almost to the point, if we've got any mana left over, I might just put a bowling ball turret there just because I really like bowling ball turrets.
I have some mana left.
You do? You've got about 1 bowling ball turret's amount of mana left.
Excrement.
Again, a very nice level, very pretty. Looks like they skipped some time on the baking. If you look up there, mostly people on stream. each segment of that wall should be smoothly lit, but instead it goes purple, green, 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 orange, green. To be fair, this is Unreal 3, and as I pointed out before, this was literally a mobile phone game. So they can be forgiven for cutting a few corners. Okay, so I upgraded my genie, and now he's doing 6 per hit? I think so. I don't think he'll ever be as good as the Jinn, but the Jinn is now better than we need the Jinn to be. If any of you have got a moment, I also heartily invite you to come over and have a look at the bowling ball turrets, as it's being extra. What is it doing? Is it actually dropping them down? Is it actually hitting anything? I don't think it is. Brilliant. No, it may be. But yeah, that's not how I aimed it. Great. The physics has defeated me. I'll move it on the next wave. I love the bowling ball turrets. I wish there were more physics-based turrets. They're just great fun and wildly flexible. So the DST is the opposite. Doesn't matter where you put the DST, it just shoots anything in range. Bish bash ball, done. I will. If I move the bowling ball turret, will it destroy the? It doesn't destroy the tower, the buff tower, does it? How are you going to move it? Thank you. Oh, it can't be any worse, can it? You could literally have aimed it back in the base and it would have been worse. Less funny, but not worse. Hey, a good thought, no matter what happens, Halloween won't be cancelled this year because everyone's wearing masks anyway.
Much better. Now they're getting all the way down.
Well, stop killing them, let the bowling ball turret do its...
I want mana so I can upgrade it further.
That's actually quite funny. That's something. So bowling balls can pre-generate damage, so there's a pool of damage in that area waiting for someone to hit. This gun has quite a range and an awesome fire rate. So this is one of my problems with looking at the new Dungeon Defenders, is if they've gone down the same route, the moment they add in any DLC, they will render all the existing content obsolete, which is what they did in, as you can see now, in retrospectively, not necessarily in a good way. It was too heavy-handed. But I was hoping they were just going to say that the new Dungeon Defenders will have all the old Dungeon Defenders content. That's unfortunately not what they said. They're going to have all 15 of the original maps, I think they were saying.
So it's better to upgrade the buff beam before upgrading the tower.
Yeah, always, absolutely. My because I told you
someone's upgraded this to 3 stars and the buff beam was only at 3 chevron.
Because I'm on a pad, when I select upgrade, it chooses the most likely upgrade, and it does it automatically. It chooses the buff beam as the most powerful one. Yes, and the new Dungeon Defenders is $40 and the price is going up. It just feels a bit, for a company that has made Dungeon Defenders somewhere $300 to $500 million in total. I think that's a little bit on the cheeky side.
You know what?
No,
You get great games like No Mancer right now for only $5.
let's not talk about that until it's at $10.
Don't let out the secret.
Yeah, we're Todd and I are expecting an acrimonious. Is acrimonious the right word? Is acrimonious bad or good?
Bad.
Bad. We're expecting an acrimonious end to our relationship in the next day or two.
Popcorn Man. Acrimonious.
Could be with anyone.
Acrimonious.
Bad.
I'll have to Google that.
Alexa, define acrimonious.
The adjective acrimonious is usually defined as caustic, stinging, or bitter in nature, speech, behavior, etc.
I like she finished with etc. and other things.
Well, the opposite of a happy split up is a bad split up, isn't it? So it's like unpleasant arguments, that's all.
Vitrolic, acrimonious. All the bads.
All the sads. That's sad. Well, sometimes cleansing is a good thing.
Yeah, but enough of your adventures with a hosepipe.
I was going to say that unless you're German, but you know. Always do the buff beam first. That means you. You.
Meh.
Yes, you.
That's why I like
I
that.
don't think I was on. Don't think I was in the buff beam.
It's all. There's a couple of games I actually prefer playing on pad. This is definitely one of them. The pad interface is excellent, and Diablo 3 again, like genuinely wonderful job on the pad interface. Other games, not so much. And games like Terraria are freaking awful on the pad, and barely playable on PC. I will have to see, by the way, if there is a time-lapse mod for Terraria. I suspect there is. To take a snapshot of the world every 1 minute or so, and then to play it back. I'd quite love to do that. I will see if we get that set up for the event on Friday, and I'll get a dedicated server set up with 256 player cap. I had to laugh because someone said the limit to 6 players, but no PC, no home computer can run more than 7. Like, I'm pretty sure I can run more than 7 players on a Terraria server. Worst comes to the worst, we'll stick it on a box somewhere in the internet. Oh, so far so easy. Bit like your mum on a Friday night. See, you laughed, so we all know whose mum I was talking about. I don't think I've ever met your mum.
Nope.
I've met your sister. That was the weirdest experience of my life. Sorry, Brian, what did you say?
When to let my dogs out, I think you said.
Okay. Yeah, meeting your sister was the weirdest experience of my life because it was just like, there's a female Brian. Like, she looks a bit like you. Like, you're obviously brother and sister. And, like, for a brief moment, my brain just goes, Brian's cross-dressing. No, wait, this can't... No, it's a different person. There's an order shot, I think. Yeah, this gun is no good against... So, my gun is continuing to target poisonous mobs even though it can't hurt them. The best guns are ones with tons of elemental damage and just a little bit of physical damage to offset that. My Jin is now giving me about 10 mana a second, I would say. Which is not bad, but not brilliant. 10 mana per second. Yeah, so you take the damage and divide it by 50, and that's the mana it will give you.
As opposed to the Jin, which just gives you your damage divided by whatever.
Why? I don't know the maths. Well, I don't know. I don't even know if it's... I don't know as your damage goes up if the Jin's damage goes up. I don't know if it's simply for every bullet you impact, or whether it's a 1 second window. The mechanic is completely obscured. But a hard mode or insane mode would probably be quite nice because this one's doing not bad damage. It's 20,000 DPS, which isn't at all bad for a for an easy level pet. But it means you can keep the pet. It means you can freestyle a bit more. The Jin is definitely the best one for mana, but it means that you can do mana and it will defend you when you're busy doing other things. So for my tower builders, for instance, it's a much better pet than the Jin, so I don't damage, and it's a much better pet than the Rainbow Pony because I get mana.
As long as it doesn't drive you insane, going
Yeah.
into your ear every few minutes, every second.
To be fair, it's less annoying than the Huntress buff pet. She goes hey-oh, hey-oh, like the oi noise. Is the Mega Chicken not just the same noise as the incubator? So when you select it,
I'm
goes,
pretty sure it is, except it's just constant.
because the relay goes brah, 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 which amused me, and then she goes brah, 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 like that. And I think I'm going to give myself a full 7 out of 10 for my chicken impressions then. Still, overall though, this game does still look lovely. I like the art style. It's just so nice and vibrant.
That's one of the better things of Borderlands, isn't it?
Yes.
That's only art style. Or the unique style.
Yeah, they've kind of done away with that a little bit in this one. I watched some presentations on the new rendering paths and things. So the game is, let's say, 10 times slower than Borderlands 2. But does it look 10 times better? No. Does it look twice as good? Maybe. That they spent an awful lot of time just treading water and haven't really achieved a lot. I mean, my PC hovers around 75 frames a second in Borderlands 3. For a game that does a lot better than Borderlands 2, where I'm getting a frame rate in the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. you know, PC Master Race, who cares? But that means that the console version of the game almost definitely does not run at a constant 60. It means it'll be running at 30 odd because they decided to use new rendering. Test engine, there are a number of things about Borderlands 3 which are very good. The directability, the AR equivalent is excellent. Loot's very good, gun feel is great, run and gun is superb. Story is not as good as Borderlands 2, and it is absolutely rammed upon you constantly during the playthrough, which can get very, very tiring. But overall, it's good. It is a good game. I have a lot of complaints about it because of some of the business practices that have come out with the way that they did the DLC, which has pissed me off enormously. And holy shit, that was an awful lot of mana fell off the level. About 15 ogres all died at once. But yeah, the story, unfortunately, Borderlands 2, by 15 minutes into the game, you wanted to do nothing more than kill Handsome Jack. You utterly despised him. You wanted him dead. And, you know, surprise, surprise, you got your way.
Wait. Did I just hear you say that you have a few complaints about something?
Absolutely.
No.
But by a few minutes into the game, you were absolutely wanting to just murder Jack. Absolutely. You really wanted him dead. Right. In Borderlands 3, your bad guys are a couple of YouTubers. Sorry.
Hey. No spoiler.
Trust me, there are.
I will do the song after you.
It's a couple of YouTubers, basically, being annoying. You know, it's lots of jokes at YouTuber culture, at Twitch culture, at content creator culture. But basically, you're like, I just feel they're slightly whiny and annoying, and I just want to block them, as opposed to I will move heaven and earth to make sure that you die, which is how you felt about Handsome Jack. So they've just not got a compelling bad guy. You know, they just haven't.
They've got lots of different sort of. I mean, some of the parts of the story, they've got a couple of other bad guys you have to knock out as well.
Yeah, but
Katagawa.
They just missed the mark.
You deal with them so bloody quickly. It's like, oh well, that's moved on.
Yeah, in Borderlands 2, they did generally a really, really good job of the bad guys. Right, all the way through. Yeah, so test engine. I bought Borderlands 3 on day one off the Epic Store. I bought the season pass. So that gives me all, quote unquote, all of the DLC, you know, for free. Borderlands 3 released on Steam 1 year later, simultaneously with a second piece of DLC. So I paid a small fucking fortune for the privilege of one exclusive piece of DLC. I was expecting all 4 bits of DLC to be done before we all 4 bits of DLC to be done before it came out on Steam. I'm quite happy to, yeah, I understand I'm paying more for exclusivity, that's fine, but I didn't get it. And that annoyed me a lot. The actual DLC itself has been pretty good. I played the first 2, they're pretty good.
You gave us lied to me?
They didn't lie. They gave me what I was expecting them to just be a little bit quicker on delivering the DLC than one piece of DLC in 365 days, and then the next piece. No, what was it? So I got one piece of DLC within about a month, and the next piece took 366 days, and it came out on Steam 365 days later. I think I paid 90 quid for the season pass, and I bought 2 copies of it. It's 180 quid on a computer game, and for that much money, I damn well do expect exclusivity.
Do you have room, by the way?
Not at this second, but I believe City in the 56 player, and I will happily make room for you. It's always room for you. Did you watch Caravan of Courage? Did you watch the Ewok movie?
No, I'm watching Tiger King. watching that. I mean, all of it.
Yes, no, it's like you I'll just watch the first episode, see what everyone's talking about, and then just search screen going, what the fucking hell?
It's a magnificent train wreck.
It is like a long, slow train wreck. But it's one of those, I'll just put it on the background and just end up staring at it going, what the fuck? This can't be real. I said I got all the way to the end and I quickly went and Googled, is Tiger King real? Was this played up? Apparently the only thing that was really changed about it is they removed nearly all of the racism, because apparently Joe was not a very pleasant guy. But they removed a lot of that to make you feel more sympathetic towards him. Apart from that, pretty much spot on. Also, Joe had a son and a previous wife, and one of the people who worked for Bart was his son, and they missed out that, apparently for time reasons. So the big question, Chris, having watched it, did Carol Baskins kill her husband, in your opinion, and this critique?
Oh, hell yes.
It's a bit short because you want to eat someone who's got a problem with sardine oil, and everyone went, what? And
So it's like the whole thing of, this is the power if I disappear. Surprise, surprise, he disappears.
The next day, or the next, literally a few hours later. The other one was, are we just supposed to believe that this guy lost his legs in a ziplining accident and we're not going to cover that at all? Like, what the fuck happened there? Did you watch the follow-up episode that they did over Skype as well?
No, I skipped that. I saw like the first 2 or 3 minutes of it and then...
It's quite good. I like the guy from Community, so it was quite fun, but it's also just interesting just seeing them all go, holy shit, I can't go anywhere without being recognised now.
I'll go back to it.
And it's also nice to see some of the... I like the bit when the court case is actually going on and they were still filming the first documentary and they mentioned to Joe's husband something. Do you know that blubbly blubby were there? And he went like, what?
No.
So yeah, just wow. Just again, if you haven't seen it, I do recommend it. It is you'll learn a bunch of things. You'll learn that people will turn gay from there, and you can learn that you can buy a tiger for only $2,000 in the States.
Spoiler alert.
Just like $2,000. It's like 1,400 quid. Like the cheapest motorbike I've ever bought cost me more than that. I could have got a tiger.
And during quarantine, if you're out riding around, I don't think anyone would question you. No, I'm not going to miss out. Yes.
Sorry, officer, I'm social distancing now. Keep back. There's sardine oil on you.
Get licked to death.
I don't know if tigers have got rough tongues. I assume they do.
Must have.
What?
They're a cat.
No,
So how do they maintain their fur?
there is a crossover. There are two types of cats, essentially. Cats that purr. No, cats that roar and cats that... Kind of, what can't domestic cats do? Domestic cats can't roar, but they can do something else instead.
Does they hiss?
No, I don't know if it's purring. Maybe lions can't purr. But then I think they can. I don't know now. Damn it. Maybe it's hissing. Dora doesn't hiss. Dora's a short-haired British cat, and she pops up her hackles, and it's hilarious because she pops up hackles that are about half a centimetre tall, and it's like, oh, you don't really look any bigger, do you, Dora? So I believe City in the Cliffs was... So that was 2 million XP, so that's pretty good. I believe City in the Cliffs is a 6-player map.
It is.
So we did that earlier, and we got a gin, and it wasn't good enough. So we need a better gin.
Which is better again? Attack speed bonus or additional projectiles?
The lowest.
Right.
Always the lowest, because that gives you the biggest growth. I like my gin, I don't care what you say. Though he isn't as good as the Jinn. Oh, and I got given a Huntress Guardian for I don't know how. So the Lupine Bow is the Van Wolfenstein, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I suspect this amazing one at level 19 is probably not going to be the killer weapon that we need. Just hazarding a guess.
No.
Yeah, it was only on medium we did it. I just wanted to remind myself of the level.
I mean, it had a chance of rolling mythic.
Not on that difficulty, I wouldn't have thought.
I got a couple of mythical items from.
But the weapon wouldn't have been one of them. Weapons tend to be a quality tier lower. I guess there was always a chance there. I like your optimism. I got a mythical Huntress pet. Well, I assume it was from there. I don't really know where she came from. That's because. Mm-hmm.
Can I have it?
Can you have what?
Hunter's pet? Like you're not...
No, I didn't say I wasn't using it. I was like,
okay.
I get new shipments all the time.
I really want to buy this Huntress Animus, but it is 200 million and it only has 51 ups and one of his negative 56 player damage. So we've done City in the Cliffs easy. How do we feel? Medium, hard, insane? Where's our sort of gut feeling? This is an open question to everyone.
I'm still going through my group. Wasn't paying attention. What'd you say?
We completed City in the Cliffs on easy. Where's your gut feeling for where we can actually successfully achieve this?
Depends on the setup.
Pretty much the same setup as last time.
Needs more bowling ball turrets though.
I will. What? Where? There's only a couple places. You need to. Wait. I don't mean the Monster Fest. I mean the actual one, the one that gives the Jinn that's at a higher rank.
Huh.
The one that we did on easy, up to wave 15.
You can easily. I bet we could probably do
Nightmare. Okay.
hard. So
You think we can do it hard?
who's coming in?
Everyone.
Who's the fifth person who we got?
Hello,
Chris.
Treble.
We don't have you attack, unfortunately. Chris, we've got Esmir, who's also a summoner, so you're probably best off mostly upgrading her turrets because she'll have better stats. She's 74, so you hit that magic number. You should hit 74 off this though, because the DPS, no, the XP is marvelous.
Guess which is something else to do an epic boost.
Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I've got my hunter level like 15 or something silly.
I mean, yeah, you can pick up mana, you can upgrade turrets, you can repair turrets. That's fine.
No, I'll keep working on Tim.
That's also fine. Everything is fine.
Are we doing easy again, or are we doing hard?
We're not on hard. We've done it on easy. We were fine. We stopped it in 13 minutes. We're not doing it on nightmare. Fuck off, chat. Are we ready then?
I think so. No, you just finished far from out. Hold on.
Are you ready? I think so. Wait, no.
I'm just pumping some more stats into DPS.
I've decided to keep my mana above 100 million now. I'm going to keep 100 million in the bank for special occasions. I was keeping it at 30, but I might just upgrade my poisonous spider because I kind of like it. Unfortunately, it's at 1.7 million per upgrade.
Okay, we're good.
Need you to help finish leveling my builder to 74.
Have you
I guess
considered building a new moon for yourself?
Company's always appreciated.
And what's appreciated?
Company. A bit of company. You know, playing with yourself is only fun for.
It's only fun 5 or 10 times a day, I know. So, Tim, things we've learned. So Esmia's archers have the same amount of health as the physical towers. So we're just basically using archers as towers now. Because they're cheapest chips, and they've got tons and tons and tons of health. Which is kind of dumb, but in case you just see we've gone mad placing archers in stupid places, that's why. I think the biggest one we'll have on this one is just that first couple of waves. Yeah, so I was fairly active in the Dungeon Vendors community about 5 years ago, data mining the game, looking at the various stats and setups and things. And I had, quite serious issues with the way the game was set up. And it didn't cross my mind until I started looking at it. Now, a lot of those issues are firmly down to the fact that the DLC, the pay-to-win section of the game, is massively unbalanced. So the Summoner, which is the character with the archers, is a additional paid-for character, and as such is hugely better than any of the other characters or what they do. The EV, I think, came before the Summoner. I don't quote me on that one. I'm reasonably sure of that one. So they needed to up that previous character. The Jester, on the other hand, I feel they kind of balls that up, but the Jester was introduced along with a level called King's Game, which is one of the highest loot dropping levels in the game. Hashtag pay to win, but subtle pay to win, and subtle to the point where the forums actively defend this choice, and they actively attack anyone not who doesn't agree. Basically, one guy was like, look, I can run this single level. He said, I played the game for 100 hours and I got no Transcendence. I ran this one map for 2 hours and I have 200 of them. This is broken. And people are like, oh, you don't have to run it. And he's like, no, I don't have to run it, but then I don't get any fucking loot, do I? What a stupid fucking comment. No one's making you run these levels, you can just play it the way they intended. And he's like, but TLDR, people are annoying. I hate all of them, apart from 4. I even hate you, Tessantia, because you're not one of those 4. Just get over it. We spent all our mana. Baka has some still. We don't have blocker towers everywhere because I'm out of mana.
I'm also getting a frame rate cap of 29 frames.
You got VSync on then, so you're running at. The game runs at 60. It doesn't run at your VSync. I'm running at exactly 62. So you're hitting VSync, you're drawing it in, 59.9. This level is slightly less optimized.
Do I have time to pop out and just reset my graphics?
Can you not just turn VSync off in real time? No, you can't.
Can't find it, no.
Can you not just deal with the frame rate? Oh, it's gone.
No, see, the frame rate's back now. Weird.
What, now you're not in the game? Or...
No, now I'm just not actually playing directly.
And that is all of my mana.
It's alright, you'll get more. I will actually grab the pet I plan to use.
And the weapon.
No, I'm going on my page. Dora hasn't slept at my desk in ages, and just in the last few days she decided this is her new favourite place. Sometimes her favourite place is my mouse mat, which is where I use my mouse. That doesn't work, does it, Dora?
And that's why.
No, I don't think she's that clever. She's about twice as long as when she first started sleeping in this position, so she just simply no longer fits where she used to. So we are on hard. Be very aware, Max and Baka, spiders, djinns, ogres. In the order of djinns, spiders, ogres. Ogres will get shot, spiders tend to get ignored. Djinns are absolutely lethal. On this level we've got 9 spiders, 2 ogres, 4 djinns, so you shouldn't have very much to clear up. But please, please, please prioritise those. We will get towers up as quickly as we can. And archers.
And then we'll just level up.
And upgrade.
Yes, that's actually what I meant. Sorry.
Ah, okay. Are you going to be joining us on Friday, Chris, for our playthrough of the new Terraria?
Yeah.
I will be
Better behind you, Becca.
I'll be running a dedicated server up for it. I'm hoping my internet can cope with however many players we decide to stick in it. I guess I'll cover that way.
Have a bit of mana, chaps.
I've got loads
And
right
ladies?
now, but it won't last.
I'm just a bit scared of going mad upgrading things when we need some to put on.
We're
DU.
only about we'll look in top left and say until we're at full DU, we'll want more towers. I kind of like levels with lots of DU available, but also at the same time that nearly always means you're just having to just slog through building loads of towers. Backer, there should be a whole bunch of stuff that you can now buff beam, and I will fill up the rest of the DU. I'm feeling we've got a good setup here. I'm feeling okay. Nothing feels weak. We've got, well, buff those in a sec. We've got a lightning tower and a deadly strike and a lightning tower on most bits. In this case, I have built them like a tit. Or have I? That should cover.
Archer there would be good. Maybe.
Does one of you summoners want to move those archers into these buff beams? So 124. Sorry?
More mana. Get all gone.
I've still got 15 more DU to spend. I'm not sure where. So I guess I will just put a couple of Deadly Strikers here because I feel nervous.
Get more towers, but I'm out of mana.
Oh, you want to build more? Okay, I will. So I thought you said you had some more mana.
No, I need more mana.
I will bring you more mana.
Plenty in a moment.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
My genius now to 13 mana per second. Yeah, the new Terraria update is essentially a organisation of everything they've patched into the game over the last 10 years.
Oh, so yeah, I
I've
thought
got
they
the mana
actually
for you
said
back
they'd
here.
stopped working on it.
I was involved in 505 with some tangential stuff. I'm just trying to remember if I was NDA'd. I think I was, so I'll tell you. Never. I mean, I will never tell you. Not just I'll tell you off stream. But this is the final patch. Terraria 2 is somewhere.
No, they've kept saying that with every patch, saying that it's always
Yeah.
the final.
That's what I said. I thought they'd said they had stopped working on it ages ago.
Well, they've made a big deal about this one. So they've reworked the entire progression from beginning to end. They've rationalised a lot of stuff. And quote unquote, they're adding mod support, which is literally they're just shipping a mod injector, a community mod injector into the game. It's like, yeah, you're kind of giving us mod support, and you're kind of not there, aren't you?
So I don't understand the technicality of what you just said. What do you mean by a mod injector?
It will modify your executable to put mods into the game. Literally, it modifies the bytecode of your executable in order to mod your game.
That sounds awful.
Well, that's how Minecraft does it. No, not Steam Workshop support, their own thing. Basically, they said it wasn't possible to add it, and at that point I was like, oh, fuck off, isn't it? It's absolutely possible. What they mean is, this game's written in XNA and it was difficult to do. That's not the same thing. Especially not when you've made as much money as Terraria has made. So it won't have Steam Workshop support, it will have their own mod loader support. Yeah, so Minecraft has no mod support. Absolutely none. Never has, probably never will. All the Minecraft mods you see are done by modifying the executable.
Go switch it out. Do not hit ready. Okay. And hit ready the moment I say don't hit ready.
Wait, who hit? Unless this gets harder, I think we should have done it from executing out. But I just thought it was a pretty poor show for a game with this much money on it to rely on somebody else's mod injector. It does mean all the mods, all the most popular mods will just work, but it just means you're fundamentally doing a risky thing when you are modding your game.
And the virus scanner might have been screaming ad dabs.
No, because I mean it's not an executable. So you're modifying an executable. You might be doing it in memory, you might be doing it on disk. Virus Scanner doesn't know about that. More of the issue, so Fortresscraft only has certain types of mods. We absolutely do not allow anyone to do anything naughty with the mod. Whereas a byte executable could do anything. It could change the executable to format your hard drive. Probably it won't, but it could be done. You can start to decode your LastPass store. You can capture key presses. You can do anything because it's a game. It'll have admin rights, and you've just modified the source code from something you download off the internet. So that alone is rather a scary proposition. Generally speaking, this doesn't happen, but the point is it could potentially happen. Whereas with a regular mod, you can't. I mean, the game can't do what it can't do. Oh, so now you want to go. I was waiting. Tim, you ready?
Just spending this mana while I still don't want to spend in the next 6 months.
When you hit 74, I'm sure we can sort you out with a set of mythical gear. How close are you?
74 next level.
Yeah, but how close are you to 74?
About halfway there.
How much is that in numbers?
14 million out of 18.
You need 4 million. Or you need 2 million. I guess you need 4 million. Yeah. We've made nearly 1 million so far off this run. I think we've got the setup down anyway. We haven't had any towers hit by random wyverns.
No, please.
Chris, speaking as a British person, are you excited about the prospect of the government opening up garden centres for us to go to now?
Not really.
Okay. I'm going to continue to ask you until I find someone who goes, oh, thank fuck they opened up the garden centres.
I think the best one was the analogy of, right, well, the parachute's led a descent, let's get rid of the parachute now.
Well, I mean, I will try and play devil's advocate. I mean, would you like to be in charge of trying to deal with the coronavirus and keep the economy going?
No, I read a lot of people who have whinged about this, and etc., and it's like, well, yeah, but the government, inept or otherwise, the government are making, the best choices they can of the situation they've got at hand.
You hope.
They quoted France as their reason to unlock start unlocking.
Oh, I've read all the analysis of the words, exactly what Boris Johnson said, and the changing of the colour of all this, and there's a lot of opinion pieces going around. For those who aren't British, you see, the message has been changed. England, apparently, we don't do complicated legislation. We do 3 words. Get Brexit done, or stay home. Now it's stay alert. So I did see one that they said the essential push for the change in message from the government is stay home. If you stay home, you won't get the virus. No ifs, no buts. If you are staying alert and you get the virus, that means you stay alert, you should stay more alert, and it's not the government's fault. Which is a very cynical way of looking at it, I guess. But I'm glad I'm not important. I'm glad I'm not in charge. I would not like to be responsible. I can barely be responsible for much I swear.
Where I am.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit of lag.
Yeah, that happened with level because so many things spawn in.
2 towers just went pop. Ogres.
How do the ogres get to them? Do they push past the
They're staying right in front of the archers, which I'm upgrading right now.
Okay, I will push the towers further back then. But yeah, I think it's this week, Chris, that we hit more deaths from COVID-19 than from the Blitz, which is fairly sobering thoughts.
That does sound. I've done all the numbers are for deaths and blitz, but I thought I've grown to the millions.
Not from the Blitz, from World War II, yes, not from the one, but not from the actual Blitz. The Blitz is specifically the bombs that the Germans dropped. World War One was like 17 million people were killed. I mean, it was a just mind-blowing number of people. There we go. These are back now, so we'll repair them as best we can.
You just telefragged him.
Who?
Someone.
No?
Yeah, I'm dead. Someone telefragged me.
Who's dead?
I was dead.
But you're alive, I can see you walking around.
I am now.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. No, I think the other interesting thing about all of this is they've just said, oh, but this won't affect Brexit at all. Well, we're still doing that exactly the same. Like, really? Wow.
Well, it won't affect Brexit. Brexit isn't happening.
I have. Where are you? I have a little bit. You don't think Brexit's happening? I like your optimism.
But we'll get to October, November, and I'll find some other reason why it can't go ahead.
It was a stupid idea to start with, and after having researched it, it appears it was incredibly unworkable. So I've got a friend who is a Brexit lawyer. Did I mention to you about that? I can't remember. And he was tasked with ratifying one thing, and he did cheese. I think he did cheddar cheese as an experiment. It took him like 2 weeks. And this is, what is cheddar cheese? Define cheddar cheese. How long can cheddar cheese last? How must cheddar cheese be stored? How must it be prepared? What are the subscriptions? At what point does the rennet level mean it's not cheese anymore? All of that. And then he went to his boss and said, it just took me 2 weeks to do cheese, and there are 900 types of cheese. So if we do this, in 20 years' time, we will have only achieved cheese. And literally, he went to his boss and said, it can't be done. They went to their boss and said it can't be done. They went to their boss and said it can't be done. And then you start to hit ministers, and the minister said, well, it has to be done. And it's just all kind of been hand-waved into, oh, we'll just copy all of Europe's laws. So I don't see how it can be done. And I don't think anybody else can either. Where was that?
Back where I'm here again.
I couldn't even
massive
stop
lag.
it. You put up like a reflection wall in front of
What was hitting it? What was killing it?
it. Was the ogre poison ball.
Motherfuckers. Right. I'll put them even further back then. As soon as we killed the last ogre. Could I have some more now? Oh wait, it's a chest. I noticed the loot's shit though, but we are primarily doing this for the
lols.
No, for the survival. Okay, so I've built these. So Deadly Striker Towers have got a crazy range, and I've built the Lightning Tower, so it shouldn't actually be. I will bring it a little bit further back. Yeah. I don't want to challenge them by saying let's see them hit it now, but hopefully that should be a little bit better. So loot's crap. XP is fabulous for the difficulty. And because I haven't managed to upgrade those towers, I will come and give you a... I will be your wall, Max. As long as you press G, and then I will be your wall. I will be your wall. Your spider vomiting wall.
Am I dead again?
Yes, why weren't you on the Ethereal plane?
Because I was trying to get that extra mana.
Oh.
But then my mana count wasn't going up. And then I just seemed to be lagging there. Then he said, "Oh, Tim," and I still wasn't picking mana up.
Yeah, so this...
I'm getting about a 5-second lag here.
Yeah, you do get quite bad lag on this. I'm using approximately 1/3 of my internet upstream. I've got plenty more upstream, and that's including the fact I'm streaming at the same time. I don't know if there's a way to crank up the network bandwidth of the game. So what's happening? It's all client side, like it's an entire server authenticated game. And they never really bothered testing it. I suspect they tested it on LAN. So, so many mobs spawn in such a short period of time. And they're all ogres, so there's ogres spawn across the entire map rather than just when you get close. And the level's not very well vised. However, it's got a good pet on survival. Which we'll probably not be doing today because I've just realised the time. I assume we get something for completing the campaign, though. Pat on the back? Bucket full of sand? Who knows?
Bucket full of vomit?
A what full of vomit?
A bucket.
Full? Good God, man. How many people do you have to get to be sick into a bucket to fill it up? You disgust me.
Yeah, that's the idea.
It's not the bucket, it's the filling it that disgusts me.
It's supposed to be a very big bucket.
Better than on the floor.
Have you played Sea of Thieves?
I have. I didn't remember any vomiting.
Ah, you didn't try hard enough. There, you can drink till you're sick and then you can collect it in a bucket and then throw it in people's faces. It's so funny.
No, I went on missions and I rescued chickens and fought giant sharks and tentacle monsters. You threw sick people in your own parcel.
Yes, it's hilarious.
So they've set it up so the ogres have got a higher priority on their sound effects. As they hit stuff. So as you kill a load of ogres, all the other sound effects of the game cut out.
Again?
What?
He killed Rob.
His name's Chris, or Tim. Rob's someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying all British people sound the same to you? Wow. That's racist. Even to you, that's
Can tell you to keep everything straight.
I just watched a bunch of mobs teleport through a blockade.
Yes, that can happen. That's just when they're moving quickly and they kind of... The physics are all capsules, so they kind of can shove past each other if they're going quickly enough. Usually happens on Nightmare though. Before next time, I will see if there's anything I can do to tweak the network rate of the game. I have the internet to this trigger. A godly bow. Oh, Apprentice Guardian. And I've unlocked the bounty hunter outfit.
Nice.
I don't know what class that's for. Tora? Oh, she didn't chirp. Mushkin. Oh, she's being very sweet. Yes. You're very sweet when you're sleepy.
That's lots of levels. Not even half an hour.
Did you make it, Chris? Did you hit the 74?
I actually did.
Yay! Oh, I don't know what was on the floor, but I just picked it up. I didn't mean to. Cool, I got an Apprentice Guardian and a Genie. What I'll do is I will drop my most expensive pieces of mythical gear for you. Hats, because they're likely to be the best ones. Now you will have to sort out like stuff with good stats yourself. Can't help you there. But this should give you a head start. It's really important you match the types of gear. It's really important. It's not obvious that it's important, but it is massively important. You get a 30% boost on all your stats. So that should be a complete set of mythical gear for you, but I doubt they match. We will work out.
No, they don't. But I'll just pull stuff in to match it through.
What do you need? What class or what you get? Let me go.
Yeah. Well, if you just equip all of them, Tim, and then I will look at you. There's some shoes on the floor for you. I can't look at you because the shoes take priority over the cursor. Right. And you need gloves. Did I not drop gloves for you? I thought I did. Oh, I actually have some godly gloves in my... there you go, there's some mythical gloves for you too.
Sell me your goods anytime.
Crap.
Right, well I must say goodbye and good night.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Potentially Borderlands 2 tomorrow. We haven't made any decisions. Mindustry is Tuesday. Terraria is Friday. I like Mindustry.
That should give you a set, Rob. Or, God, where did I keep saying Rob? Chris?
Yep.
Yeah, there's some leather boots to complete your set.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, I've just upgraded my mythical assault rifle a bit. It's now got 10 shots per second. That might actually be quite good. It's not. I haven't upgraded it very much yet. I'm just so sick of hearing that spider gun. That's all. What's that you're firing with?
Some crossbow.
Just stood and shot a table.
I'd already dumped a whole bunch of levels into.
This one's not bad. It's 200,000. And the reloading, that's acceptable.
Some accessories for you.
Allow me just before we go, as everyone
I bet it does sound great. For you, Chris.
just going to pop a picture of Dora into the chat and show it on screen, as she is being particularly adorable. As she's always adorable when she's sleepy, but she's being really rather nice. There we go. What an adorable little munchkin. Ah. Once again though, guys, for those of you who are watching the stream, and there are a number of you, thank you so much for watching. I hope we are entertaining you with our ineptitude and indecisiveness. I like to think we've got some world-class ineptitude on this team. That's important. As I said, Wednesday is Ministry, Friday is Terraria, Tuesday possibly Borderlands, we'll see, Thursday undecided. So we will see what comes out of the chat for that. Other than that, thank you for watching. Please remember that if you are something you'd like to see us play, let us know. I would still like to try and get Carmageddon going, though that one's going to be a bit of a pain because it doesn't support TCP. And hopefully soon we'll be able to do some more Stronghold, as I like making bread and watching knights fire arrows at people. And we will be back tomorrow night with another game, and I will also hopefully do some more sanding on that. God, that's in such a state. Wow, I really see how bad a state it's in now. Sanded this all off. Do some more tomorrow. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope this is interesting. I hope that your quarantine is not too awful, and I will see you all tomorrow.